Go Giants going up against the Cincinnati Reds. Opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. All right, partner, ready to go. Always a pleasure to get things started with you on opening day.
Well, happy New Year, buddy. And anyone that's involved in baseball, even though it's not January 1st, this is the start of a new year. Every team has playoff hopes. I love this time of the year. I'm excited to get things going.
The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. So almost ready to get underway. On the mound for the Reds, Hunter Green. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every 4th or 5th day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, it's extremely impressive. And you wonder what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain that number or even drop it lower. We'll see, but we know he's got good stuff, and he should be really good in this one today.
Ball one. I got a ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is down low. And there's a ball. Swings here and blasts one left field. That's back. Out of here. The first batter of the game leaves the yard, and they jump out front. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Well, you got to love a game that brings some action from the jump, and at the plate he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And you know, leadoff hitters aren't up there anymore just working the count, trying to get on. They're looking to make some noise and do some damage.
And now Jung-Hoo Lee. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down. Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Willie Adames stands in. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. One out, base is empty, and a run in here on opening day. That's to third. Handles, throws to first, and they get Adames for the out. And now the opening day lineup for the Giants. Chris, this is a franchise and a fan base that are itching for more success.
No question about that, Boog. Just one season with a winning record over the last 8 years, which is a big come down after winning 3 World Series titles between 2010 and 2014. Who knows? Maybe 2025 will have some fireworks in the Bay Area.
Matt Chapman in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Next offering upstairs. And another ball. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Foul ball. Got him swinging. Giants off to a good start. It's a solo homer. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here in Cincinnati. And on the mound in this one, Logan Webb.
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year. A sub-350 ERA. And, you know, guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub-2s. They're dominating. But when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, you know, good season last year. Opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
TJ Friedl, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. The changeup missing, and it's 2-0. And that clips the inside corner. And a strike on the outside edge. Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting second.
So digging in, Matt McClain.
McClain.
Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
Boone, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Runner takes off, pitching for a strike. Throw to second, tag, out at second.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
Out to short, Adames. And they got him. And here's Cincinnati's opening day lineup. Chris, a lot of excitement building around this franchise. They still got to take that next step, though.
Totally agree, Boo. Hard to believe the Reds haven't won a postseason game since 2012 and haven't reached the NLCS since 1995. But there's good reason to hope that this will be a breakthrough season in the Queen City.
Tyler Stevenson in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Nobody left for Cincinnati, and it remains 1-0. Back here at Great American Ballpark, top of the second. Here's Lamont Wade Jr. Green back to work. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Makes the grab, 1 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Here's Elliot Ramos. That missed by a
Counts
lot.
1-0.
Ball one. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boog, he's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players questioning the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
Into the outfield, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Gerard
Encarnacion, the next Giant to hit. First pitch, and he just misses. Ramos, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Popped up. McLean settles underneath it. Hauls it in for the out. 2 away down. Now the catcher up to hit, Patrick Bailey.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
And that's way high. And 1-1.
That's a ball.
On a bounce right side, McLean tosses to first, third out. One left for San Francisco, but they're on top 1-0. Bottom half of inning number 2. So now here's the Reds cleanup hit, Ellie De La Cruz. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. That one's upstairs, ball one. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Now batting Jamer Candelario.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
And that one fouled off. Tying run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. On the ground, a short could be 2. There's one. Over to first, safe.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Jake Fraley now at the plate. Fouled off. He was late. Man at first, one away. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball one. Outside with a breaking ball. Missed with a changeup. Ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Next offering is in for a strike.
3-2.
That one the other way. Base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
First and second, 1 out. Encarnacion Strand digs in now. That one's in there. Strike 1. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Yastrzemski going back, won't get to this one. It drops foul. Pitch misses there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Lifted in the air down the left side. It's going to fall for a hit. Now a long throw home. It's offline, and he scores.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Two on, 1 out. And now the right fielder, Will Benson. And that's in there for strike 1. One out. Runners at first and second. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Runner around third on his way to the plate. The throw's offline. He's saved. They take the lead. It's 2-1.
That's 3 singles in a row. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And now it's Gavin Lux. Line drive, caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Back to the top of the lineup, TJ Friedl getting ready to hit. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Fought off foul. The 0-1. And that one is inside. That one fouled off. The next offering misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Encarnacion Strand, the lead runner at second. Benson on at first with 2 down. And that's outside. Matt McClain on deck for Cincinnati. Two on, 2 outs. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the Reds 2 and the Giants 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's going to be Tyler Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald hitting ninth in today's lineup, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2019. First pitch misses. And a big swing and a miss.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Swing and a foul out of play.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout.
Now batting.
Back to the leadoff spot of the Giants lineup. Mike Yastrzemski, the second MLB Yaz, steps in. He's already homered in this game. And that is out of play. Mike Yastrzemski, originally drafted by the Orioles, 14th round out of Vanderbilt in 2013. The Giants got him in March of 2019. And San Francisco's really where he got a shot to play. And look out, as that one ran in and got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. And now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Felt impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
Here's the 0-1. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Willy Adames, the next to hit. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Here's the pitch to Adames. And Willie fouls one back. And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. So the Giants leave one, and they trail it here 2-1. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Matt McClain.
Second baseman, Matt McClain.
That's a strike. 0-1. Swing and a foul straight back. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. His first homer of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 3-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Tyler Stevenson. In there at the knees.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Everything came together for him. That could be a really tough pitch to handle, a front door breaking ball, but he did a great job staying in there, keeping that front shoulder closed. He didn't spin off the ball and hook it foul, which happens so many times.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now it's the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. And a foul ball.
Well, these Reds doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Man at second. Out to short. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they don't get the out.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
And here is Jamer Candelario. And that drops in for a strike. Next offering is downstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and it comes in too late. He's up to third on the fly out with 1 away.
Thought that was a no-doubter. Like the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
Jake Fraley now at the plate. Singled and scored his first time.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
In there, and it's 0-1.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. At worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Here comes Stevenson in to score, and they're up by 3.
Picks himself up an RBI, put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Christian Encarnacion Strand, the next to hit for the Reds. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here on opening day. And that's through there for a strike. 0-2. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Keaton Wynn appears to be getting ready. And I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. That one missing inside. Adames, the throw to first. And there's 2 away. Will Benson, the next to hit for the Reds. RBI single his last time up. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And that one fouled off. Fights it off. He'll see another. Here's a high chopper. Fitzgerald to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. So they get 3 runs on 4 hits. One was the solo homer. On to inning number 4. It's the Reds 5 and the Giants 1. Back here in Cincinnati. Start of the 4th. Matt Chapman up to the plate now. And a pitch. And it's fouled away.
Well, these Giants, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
They say you win.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And that skips into dirt. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So here's Wade now. 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Wade Jr.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. Friedel has this one sized up. Snags it for the 2nd out.
Now batting, left fielder Elliot Ramos.
And up next for San Francisco, Elliot Ramos. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First pitch just misses. Swing and a miss.
1-1.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. Giants go down quietly. They're down here 5-1. Back here at Great American Ballpark, here's the 3rd baseman, Gavin Lux. And first offering is fouled off. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Got him looking. That K is his 3rd of the game. Here's the center fielder, T.J. Friedel. 1 for 2.
T.J. Friedel.
Misses outside. Ball 1.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
There's a strike.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
On the ground to 3rd. in plenty of time to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Good fade and sinking action in that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Matt McClain digs in now. He's already homered here in this one. Ground ball right side. Tosses to first, and the Reds go 1-2-3. So they make short work of them there. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Reds 5 and the Giants 1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Green back to work. Right through there for a strike.
All these Giants just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
And that's in the dirt.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Swing and a miss. Hunter Green with the strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Here's the catcher to hit, Patrick Bailey. In there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
That one to first, and that's a foul ball. 0-2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Just misses. And the count 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Oh, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
Two down, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swing and a pop-up, foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. They're down 5-1.
Now pitching for San
Back
Francisco.
now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound, Landon Root.
Landon Root.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Leading off, Tyler Stevenson. That misses, and it's 1-0.
Well, these Reds putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Cut on and miss. Curveball struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
De La Cruz stands in here, takes ball one low. And that misses. And the count now 2-0. Base is empty, one away here on opening day. Breaking ball misses down and away. That one finds the zone, and now 3-2.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
The kick, the 3-2. Hit on the ground to short. Adames fires across the diamond. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along.
Now
2
batting,
quick outs.
Designated hitter Jamer Candelario.
2 outs, base is empty. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Jamer Candelario. 0 for 2 in this one. And takes low for ball 1.
Ball inside.
And a big swing and a miss.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. He made him pay for that one. His first homer of the year, and they add a run. It's 6-1.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
So 2 away with nobody on. In now for the Reds, Jake Fraley. In the dirt, 1-0. Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. On the ground to the left. Into the outfield, base hit.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
So 2 down, and now the first baseman, Christian Encarnacion Strand. That one outside. Ball 1.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Two outs. And there's a foul ball. And a 1-1. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Up next for the Reds, right fielder
Will Benson, the next to hit for the Reds. That's in there. That's strike 1. Two aboard, 2 outs.
Ball, that's out.
Swing and a chopper out to short. They take the force out, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. And that one a little below the knees. And that is ball 1. On the ground. And foul ball. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
Leading off.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jung-Hoo Lee, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Now fly ball to right center. Benson makes the grab, 1 away.
Up next for the Giants, shortstop Willie Adames.
And digging in for San Francisco, Willie Adames. Adames, 29 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Fastball for a strike.
That's a good pitch there.
0-1's the count.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And that's way high. And the count even 1-1. Yastrzemski at first, 1 gone. That's a base hit. They fired in quickly. So it's first and second with only 1 away.
Up next for the Giants, third baseman.
Now it's Matt Chapman. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. And we're the top half of the 6th. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-2.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
And that's a strikeout. Ed Drummond says he went around. The man they call Late Night Lamont steps in.
Wade Jr.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one is back. And that is that. So they strand a pair. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Reds 6 and the Giants 1. Bottom of the 6th inning, digging in, Gavin Lux. That one's in there, and it's 0-1. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Sean Jelly, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Rogers also getting ready. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. And that's a strikeout looking. Went back to the curb, and it was a smart choice.
Now batting.
So back to the top of the Reds lineup. Next for Cincinnati, TJ Friedl, 1 for 3. In for a strike, 0-1. 1 out, bases empty.
Nope, that's inside.
Check swing. He held up. Now 2 balls and a strike. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Curve in the dirt. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
McLean at the plate now. That's ball 1. Outside low, and it's 2-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Grounds 1 to short. Adames. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
2 outs, runner at first. Here's the Reds catcher, Tyler Stevenson. Center field, Lee moving under this one, and he makes the catch. That is the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We're through 6 full. It's the Reds 6 and the Giants 1. And we're back. Now the left fielder, Elliot Ramos. Hit in the air, center field. Friedl pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And the batter now, Gerard Encarnacion.
Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board. This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The Reds leading by 5 here in the top half of inning number 7. Next pitch is outside. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Bailey.
1 down. Next to hit, Patrick Bailey. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
And down on strikes. And he's up to 12 strikeouts on the day.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
That one ripped but foul. Encarnacion leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Hit hard on the ground to short. They get the force, and that is that. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Reds 6 and the Giants 1.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Sean Shelley.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Now it's going to be Ellie De La Cruz. Inside, just missed. Ground ball to the right side. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting, designated hitter Jamer Candelario.
Now it's the Reds DH, Jamer Candelario. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. That one inside, look out.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, left fielder Jake Fraley.
Here's the left fielder, Jake Fraley. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. There's the strike at the knees. Oh, 1 now. Runner on the move. On a line, base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Now batting, first baseman Christian.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Christian Encarnacion Strand. And downstairs. First and third, 1 down. Just missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Ripped on a line to center. He makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across. It's 7-1.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's thinking off the bat, that's getting down for extra bases, but nice job of the outfielder running it down, making the catch. Still comes away with the sac fly, though, RBI.
Now, Will Benson. That one pushed foul. Fraley off of first with 2 away. Ground ball up the middle. Adames. They take the force out. That's the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Reds 7 and the Giants 1.
Now pitching for
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Taylor Rogers.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Back to the top of the order. Now it's the Giants leadoff hitter, Mike Yastrzemski. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Next pitch is downstairs. And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's off the mark, and the count is 2-2.
2-2 the count.
And a base hit right there. And the leadoff man aboard.
Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
So a man at first. Jung-Hoo Lee getting ready to hit. Fastball catches the corner at the knees.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. To second, there's 1, but safe at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Willie Adames.
Now here is Willie Adames. And a sweeper misses for a ball. Activity in the bullpen for the Reds. Graham Ashcraft up and throwing for Terry Francona. Santillan getting loose as well. The pitch. In there at the knees for a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Misses off the plate, and it's 2-1. Hit weakly on the ground, and it goes just foul. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. Tag. Too late. He scores. It's 7-2.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. He put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
One out, runner at second. And here is Matt Chapman, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. That misses the zone. Ball 1. That was the sweeper, but it missed. One out, and a runner at second, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering is in for a strike.
2-1.
Now one missed. Down the right field line and a base hit. Coming home. He will score. It's an RBI single. It's 7-3.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
And here's the first baseman, Lamont Wade Jr. Ball one there.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Inside. Ball 2. Chapman, the base runner at first with one out. Into center. And that'll fall for a base hit. The throw to third. The tag out.
Hey, as a former center fielder, I'm feeling pretty good right now. That's an excellent job by this guy to come up throwing and deliver a strike to third base. Now, for the offense, that's a tough one to swallow because you never want to lose a runner in scoring position by making an out at third base.
So, a man aboard. And up next for the Giants, Elliot Ramos.
Ball 1, no strike.
In the dirt, but kept close. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Friedel pulls that one down, and that'll do it. So 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Reds 7 and the Giants 3. Back here in Cincinnati, ready for the bottom of the 8th. In now for the Reds, Gavin Lux. Jelly back to work. Foul ball there. Hit on the ground to the right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, TJ Friedel.
And now the center fielder, TJ Friedel. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. Tap foul at the plate. One down, base is empty. Well struck, right field. That one hops against the fence. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
Man at second with one away. Here's the second baseman, Matt McClain. In the dirt. Outside corner, there's a strike.
1-1.
Up the middle, Fitzgerald. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Protecting with strikes on him and putting the ball in play. Speaks to cutting down the strikeouts, shortening up with 2 strikes.
Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit. 1 for 4 with a double. And there's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Runners at the corners, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that's outside.
That pitch is out.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Runner from third comes across, and it's an RBI single, and it's 8-3. To third, tag, got him.
That's heads-up play right there. The outfielder knowing he has no shot at the runner at home, so comes up trying to cut that runner off at third and does a really nice job. Got to appreciate that.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ellie De La Cruz. The shortstop takes the ball.
Counts 1-0.
Not close with that one, and now 2-0. On the ground to third, and that's a fair ball. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Here comes the manager out of the Giants dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Sean Shelley out of the game, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Tyler Rogers gets the call from the pen.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And now the designated hitter for the Reds, Jeimer Candelario. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swung on, belted. Back there. That's not coming back. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 11-3.
I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So up next, Jake Fraley. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. On the ground, right side.
That's foul.
And that's just foul. The 0-2. And ball one. Movement in the bullpen. Eric Miller getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. And there's a hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Christian Encarnacion Strand.
And now the first baseman, Christian Encarnacion Strand. That just misses. 1-0. Right through there for a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
On the ground to third. Sends it across to first. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. Reds get 3 on this long ball. Last chance coming up for the Giants. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Do you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my bicycle so it would sound like a motorcycle. Probably ruined some good cards back then, but don't really have much of a collection. The other day I came across a binder that my wife had in one of the drawers, and my son's got some baseball cards. So you know, we'll be looking to see if there's any kind of retirement income in there.
Nope. Outside.
Next pitch is outside. So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because, you know, what did she know? So I made my mom keep all my baseball cards, and I really don't have any that are valuable. And that story stunk by me. Anyway.
Now batting, catcher Patrick Bailey.
Man at first, nobody out. And the batter now, Patrick Bailey. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Brings it in. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, second baseman Tyler Fitzgerald.
Tyler Fitzgerald, the next Giant to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. And he grounds one back up the middle into the outfield, base hit. And out to aboard.
Now batting, right fielder Mike Yastrzemski.
Now the Reds manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Taylor Rogers departs, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for
New
the
pitcher
Reds,
now, Tony
number
Santillan.
64.
They know that he can get
Tony
a right-hander out, but
Santillan.
he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Two on with 1 out. Mike Yastrzemski up here. Popped up to the left into foul ground. 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder Jung-Hoo Lee.
1 out left for the Giants. Here's the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. The Cincinnati bullpen has some movement. Graham Ashcraft appears to be getting loose. Encarnacion at third. Fitzgerald at first. 2 out of the inning. Fouled off left side. Two on, two outs.
That's in. Ball 2.
That one pushed to the left and foul.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
The Giants down to their final strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark. You're sleeping in your own bed. You're eating your clubhouse manager's food. Everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
And your final 11-3. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
I ran out of papa. If he knows me, I'ma knock his nose off. If he holy, I'ma send his soul off. Trespassing, I'ma cut his toes off. Much faster than the come on. Stop. If he ratting, I'ma cut his tail off.